Some vegetables could be silently destroying your joints, poisoning your kidneys, and speeding up memory loss. And you've been told they're healthy. If you're over 60, what's sitting in your fridge right now might be doing more harm than good. New research from the Journal of Clinical Nutrition reveals that certain vegetables, yes, even the ones promoted by health influencers, can raise inflammation by up to 67% in seniors. That kind of inflammation doesn't just cause pain. It damages your heart, clouds your thinking, and weakens your bones over time. And yet, most older adults have no idea. You might be eating these vegetables daily, thinking you're helping your body, when in fact, you're accelerating the aging process. But here's the good news. Today, we're not just exposing the 4 worst vegetables after 60. We're also sharing the 4 healing vegetables you should eat every single day to protect your heart, sharpen your memory, and restore your energy. One of them is so powerful, it's been shown to improve brain function by over 20% in just weeks. So don't go anywhere. And before we dive in, I want to know, what's one vegetable you eat almost every day? Drop it in the comments, and let's see if it made the list. Part 1. The 4 worst vegetables after 60. 1. White potatoes, a sweet disguise for seniors. Let me ask you something that might surprise you. When was the last time you had a baked potato? Maybe last night? Or maybe it's a regular part of your dinner routine, mashed, roasted, or in a comforting stew. After all, potatoes feel safe, familiar, harmless. But here's the shocking truth. White potatoes can spike your blood sugar faster than pure table sugar. I know. It sounds unbelievable, but science backs it up. White potatoes have a glycemic index of 85 or higher, which means they cause rapid blood sugar surges. And for seniors, this isn't just a numbers game, it's a health hazard. When your blood sugar spikes, your body scrambles to release insulin. Over time, these insulin surges lead to chronic inflammation, belly fat, and damage to your blood vessels. They quietly set the stage for heart disease, memory loss, and type 2 diabetes. In fact, a study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition tracked 4,400 adults over the age of 60 for 8 years. The results were eye-opening. Seniors who ate white potatoes 4 or more times per week had a 33% higher risk of developing type 2 diabetes compared to those who ate them less than once a month. That's not a small difference. That's a life-altering one. Now, I'm not here to scare you into never enjoying food again. I'm here to help you swap smartly. If you love the texture of potatoes, try switching to cauliflower, turnips, or rutabagas. These root vegetables give you that same comforting, creamy feel, without the sugar bomb effect. Personally, I grew up thinking potatoes were a staple of a healthy plate, but over the years, working with thousands of seniors, I've seen the difference small changes can make. One simple food swap can improve blood sugar, reduce joint pain, and bring energy back to your afternoons. So now I want to hear from you. How often do you eat white potatoes each week? Be honest, no judgment here. Drop your answer in the comments because your story might help someone else watching this right now. And remember, getting older doesn't mean giving up food you love. It means making choices that love you back. Let's keep learning together, one bite at a time. 2. Corn. It's not a vegetable, and it's wreaking havoc. Now here's a twist you probably didn't see coming. Corn isn't really a vegetable, it's a grain, and for seniors, it can quietly wreak havoc on your body in ways most people never suspect. You see, the sweet corn we eat today isn't the same as what our grandparents enjoyed. Through years of genetic modification and selective breeding, corn now contains up to 40% more sugar than it did just 50 years ago. That sugary spike doesn't just affect your waistline, it disrupts hormones, triggers inflammation, and messes with your memory. But the real danger goes deeper. Over 92% of corn in the US is genetically engineered to withstand heavy pesticide spraying. And those chemicals? They don't wash off completely. Over time, they build up in your body and start interfering with your gut health and hormone balance, 2 things that are already more fragile after 60. Here's the science. A study published in the Journal of Agricultural Sciences tracked 2,800 seniors and found something alarming. Those who regularly consumed corn products had 45% higher levels of inflammation, measured by C-reactive protein, and scored lower on memory tests. That's not just trivia. That's your brain health, your clarity, and your ability to stay independent as you age. And here's what's even trickier. Corn is everywhere. It hides in corn syrup, corn oil, cornstarch, maltodextrin, and even some vitamins. You might be avoiding the cob but still getting hit by the hidden damage. Now, I'll admit, even I used to love a good corn on the cob at summer barbecues. But once I started learning about the science, I took a second look. And so many of the seniors I work with have seen their digestion improve and their joint pain ease just by cutting corn from their diet. So what can you do instead? If you're looking for that same satisfying crunch or slight sweetness, reach for asparagus, green beans, or water chestnuts. They're nutrient-dense, gentle on digestion, and won't spike your blood sugar or cause inflammation. Here's my question for you. Did you know corn could be this harmful? And have you ever checked how often it shows up on your plate each week? Let me know in the comments below. Your experience might help someone else rethink what's in their pantry. 3. Raw cruciferous veggies, surprisingly hard on your thyroid. Here's a health twist that surprises nearly everyone I speak to. Raw broccoli, cauliflower, and cabbage may actually be slowing down your thyroid. Shocking, right? These are the very vegetables many of us were told to eat more of. But after 60, your body changes, and what once helped might now be silently working against you. These veggies belong to the cruciferous family. When eaten raw, they contain compounds called goitrogens. What do goitrogens do? They interfere with your body's ability to absorb iodine, a mineral your thyroid absolutely depends on. Without enough iodine, your thyroid function drops. And when that happens, so does your energy, metabolism, memory, and even your mood. Let me share the science. A major study published in the European Journal of Endocrinology looked at over 1,500 adults over 60. The results were eye-opening. Those who ate raw cruciferous vegetables 5 or more times per week had 38% lower thyroid hormone levels compared to those who cooked them or avoided them entirely. That kind of drop can lead to fatigue, weight gain, hair thinning, and slower thinking. All symptoms many seniors already struggle with. Now here's the thing. I'm not saying you should stop eating these vegetables. They're packed with nutrients. But how you prepare them makes all the difference. Steaming or sautéing them for just 5 to 7 minutes can neutralize the goitrogens while keeping the vitamins intact. A simple cooking tweak can turn a thyroid saboteur into a healing food. I've worked with so many seniors who were eating raw broccoli every day, thinking it was helping. But they felt bloated, tired, and couldn't figure out why. Once they started cooking their veggies, nothing else changed. The difference was dramatic. They felt lighter, more alert, and finally saw the scale move in the right direction. So let me ask you honestly, do you usually eat your broccoli and cauliflower raw or cooked? And have you ever noticed bloating or low energy after a big salad? If so, this could be the missing piece. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Your story could help someone else understand why their healthy routine isn't making them feel any better. Let's figure it out together and cook smarter, not harder. 4. Nightshades, hidden triggers of pain and inflammation. Here's a food group that almost no one warns you about. Nightshades. Sounds mysterious, doesn't it? But you probably eat them all the time. Tomatoes, bell peppers, eggplants, and yes, even white potatoes all fall into this family. The problem? These foods contain compounds like lectins and solanine, plant-based toxins that can quietly inflame your joints, irritate your gut lining, and worsen nerve pain. Now, I know what you're thinking. Tomatoes are healthy, I've been eating them my whole life. And you're not wrong, these foods can have benefits. But for many people over 60, nightshades act more like poison than produce. As we age, our bodies become more sensitive to inflammatory triggers. And nightshades are among the most common culprits hiding in plain sight. The evidence is clear. A major study in the Annals of Rheumatic Diseases followed over 3,000 older adults with arthritis. Those who eliminated nightshades from their diet saw a 52% reduction in joint pain and 41% improvement in mobility in just 12 weeks. No medications, just smart food choices. And it's not just about joint pain. Nightshades can disrupt calcium balance, leading to soft tissue calcification and contributing to osteoporosis. They also increase intestinal permeability, often called leaky gut, which opens the door to chronic inflammation, fatigue, and autoimmune flare-ups. So what can you do instead? Luckily, there are some amazing swaps. Instead of tomato sauce, try pumpkin or butternut squash puree seasoned with herbs. Replace peppers with celery or fennel. Swap out eggplant for zucchini or mushrooms. These options still give you flavor, texture, and satisfaction without the inflammation. Even common spices like paprika, cayenne, and chili powder come from nightshades. If you're experiencing lingering stiffness or joint pain, you might want to double-check your spice rack too. Here's my personal take. Once I started cutting back on nightshades in my own meals and those of my older clients, the changes were incredible. Less morning stiffness, better digestion, more energy. Sometimes the fix isn't in another pill, it's in your kitchen. So, tell me, how often do you eat tomatoes, peppers, or potatoes? Do you notice any changes in your body after meals? Let's talk about it in the comments. And if this video gave you something to think about, hit the like button, share it with a friend who needs to hear this, and make sure you're subscribed for more senior health wisdom every single week. Part 2. The 4 best vegetables to eat daily after 60. 1. Garlic, the natural heart and brain protector. Let me tell you about one tiny food that delivers massive healing power: garlic. You might think of it as just seasoning for your soup or sauce, but after 60, garlic isn't just a flavor booster. It's one of nature's most powerful medicines. In fact, if garlic were sold as a pill, it would probably be the best-selling supplement for heart and brain health in the country. Here's why. When you crush or chop garlic, it produces a compound called allicin. This natural substance has been shown to lower blood pressure, clean out your arteries, and protect your brain from aging. Unlike medications, garlic works with your body, not against it. And the best part? The benefits build over time. Don't just take my word for it. A 7-year study published in the Journal of Nutrition followed over 4,100 seniors. Those who ate just 1 clove of garlic a day had a 39% lower risk of heart disease and a 67% slower rate of cognitive decline. That's the kind of result you don't see very often in nutrition research, and it's all from a food most of us already have in the kitchen. The science gets even more impressive. Garlic helps improve arterial flexibility, which means better circulation and a lower risk of stroke. It also contains compounds that cross the blood-brain barrier and protect your neurons from oxidative stress. That's especially important for anyone worried about memory loss or Alzheimer's. Here's a tip I give all my clients. Crush your garlic and let it sit for 10 to 15 minutes before cooking or eating. That resting time activates the allicin and maximizes the healing effects. And if raw garlic feels a little too strong, you can add it at the end of cooking or try aged garlic supplements. Personally, I started adding garlic to my daily routine a few years ago, and the impact on my energy and blood pressure was real. It's one of the simplest changes I've made with the biggest results. Now I want to ask you, do you use garlic daily, or is it something you skip? Let me know in the comments, and if you've noticed any difference in your health since using it. If this information helped you, give the video a like, share it with a friend who needs it, and subscribe so you never miss out on the wisdom your body deserves. 2. Okra, the blood sugar hero. No one talks about. Here's a vegetable that doesn't get nearly enough credit: okra. Some people shy away from it because of its slimy texture. But what if I told you that sliminess is exactly what makes okra one of the most powerful foods you can eat for your blood sugar, gut, and long-term health? That gel-like substance inside okra is called mucilage. And it's more than just fiber, it's a natural protector for your digestive system. Mucilage forms a coating in your intestines that slows the absorption of glucose into your bloodstream. That means no sudden spikes, no crashes, and less strain on your pancreas. For people over 60, this is a game changer, but the benefits don't stop there. That same mucilage feeds the good bacteria in your gut, helping to reduce inflammation and improve digestion. And it's backed by science. A large-scale study conducted by researchers in China followed 2,900 adults over 60. The group who ate okra at least 4 times a week had a 42% lower risk of developing diabetes, more balanced blood sugar levels, and better gut health. That's an incredible outcome. without pills, without side effects, just from a humble pod. So how do you get the most from this underrated veggie? My favorite method, and one I recommend to many seniors, is the overnight soak. Slice 6 fresh okra pods and drop them into 2 cups of water. Let them sit overnight. In the morning, drink the gel-like water on an empty stomach and eat the pods with lunch. It's simple, natural, and incredibly effective. Personally, I started using okra this way after seeing how many of my older clients were struggling with blood sugar despite doing everything right. The results? Less fatigue, fewer cravings, more energy throughout the day. So now I want to hear from you. Have you ever tried okra this way, or is this something new to you? Drop a comment below and let me know if you'd be willing to give it a try. 3. Beets. Reboot your circulation and brain power. If you've never thought of beets as brain food, it's time to think again. These vibrant red roots do more than add color to your plate. They are circulation boosters, brain protectors, and natural energy enhancers, all in one. And after 60, that matters more than ever. You see, as we age, blood flow slows, our arteries stiffen, our memory sometimes fades, but beets help reverse that process in a truly remarkable way. Beets are rich in natural nitrates, which your body converts into nitric oxide. That's the molecule that tells your blood vessels to relax and widen. The result? Better circulation to your brain, your heart, and yes, even to those other areas we don't always talk about, but still care deeply about as we get older. Here's where it gets exciting. A groundbreaking study from Oxford University followed seniors who drank just 250 milliliters of beet juice daily. After 6 months, they showed 23% better blood flow to the brain, significantly lower blood pressure, and improved mental sharpness. This isn't a theory. It's real, proven science. Now, if you're wondering how to use beets effectively, here's what I suggest. Combine cooked beets with fresh beet juice. Cooking helps unlock certain nutrients, while raw juice delivers an instant nitric oxide boost. Want to take it a step further? Drink the juice 1 to 2 hours before light exercise. You'll feel a natural, sustained energy kick. No caffeine required. I've used this tip with hundreds of older adults who were feeling sluggish, foggy, or just off. Within weeks, many reported feeling more alert, more energized, and less winded during simple tasks like walking or climbing stairs. One quick note, if your urine turns red after eating beets, don't panic. It's called beeturia, and it's completely harmless. In fact, it's a good sign your body is absorbing the pigments properly. So here's my question. Have you ever tried beet juice or roasted beets as part of your daily routine? What changes did you notice? I'd love to hear your experience in the comments below. 4. Dark leafy greens. Your daily dose of longevity. If there's one food I could recommend to every senior every single day, it would be dark leafy greens. Spinach, kale, collards, arugula. They're not just salad fillers. They are powerhouses of nutrition, like a multivitamin gifted directly from nature. And for those of us over 60, these greens are the kind of nourishment that help us not only live longer, but live stronger. Let's start with vitamin K2, a rare but essential nutrient packed into leafy greens. Why is it so important? Because it helps guide calcium into your bones where it belongs and keeps it out of your arteries, where it can cause stiffness and dangerous plaque buildup. That's a big deal, especially when so many seniors are taking calcium supplements without knowing this critical piece. Want proof? A large 10-year study of 4,600 women over the age of 65 showed that those who ate leafy greens daily had 71% fewer hip fractures compared to those who rarely ate them. That's not just better bones, that's staying mobile, independent, and safe. But that's not all. A separate study out of Rush University tracked nearly 1,000 seniors for 5 years and found that daily consumers of leafy greens had brains 11 years younger than those who didn't. Yes, 11 years younger. Better memory, faster thinking, sharper focus. Now let me give you a practical tip. The way you prepare these greens matters. Lightly sautéing them in olive oil helps your body absorb important fat-soluble nutrients like vitamin K, lutein, and beta-carotene. Add a splash of lemon juice to boost iron absorption and cut down oxalate content. And don't stick to just one green. Rotate your greens weekly to get a wide range of benefits. Personally, I have a mix of greens every morning in my breakfast scramble or blended into a smoothie. It's an easy habit that pays off every single day in energy, mood, and clarity. So let me ask you, what's your favorite leafy green? Is it spinach, kale, maybe collards or mustard greens? Drop your favorite in the comments so others can get inspired too. And if this video helped you understand just how powerful greens can be, hit that like button, share it with someone you love, and subscribe for more simple tips that make a big difference after 60. You've now seen the full picture, the vegetables that may be quietly working against your body and the ones that can truly support your energy, memory, and longevity. After 60, every bite matters a little more, but it's not about restriction or fear. It's about awareness, smart choices, and giving your body the support it needs to keep thriving, one meal at a time. Remember, food is not just fuel, it's information. It tells your body what to heal, what to protect, and what to let go of. By choosing the right vegetables, you're not only improving your digestion and joint health, you're supporting your brain, your heart, and your independence. So here's what I'd love for you to do. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, because every week we bring you science-backed, senior-focused health wisdom that's easy to follow and built for long-term results. Give this video a like, share it with someone you care about, and comment below, which vegetables surprised you the most today? Was it one you thought was healthy? Let's support each other with honest conversations, small changes, and better choices, because aging well is absolutely possible. And it starts right here, together.